Okay, we're recording what happened last session.
So,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
first we did some more. We did slightly more planning before we left. Like, just make sure all of our appearances were in order. Asan now has dark brown hair instead, and then we settled the debate of whether or not we were going on the forest pass or like the regular road. We decided to go with the regular road, and then just like skirt the edge of the forest so that uh, Erland, aka Varen, could go and gather some herbs. After that, as we were making our way, we did find a broken down wagon, and there was a lot of, should we help them? Is this a trap? Are they gonna murder us? And then we were like, nope, it's just people. So we decided to stop and help them with their wagon. Cue a very interesting dialogue exchange as Erland, aka Varen, is being the face of the party and kind of playing the used car salesman stereotype of a merchant. We did help fix their wagon. Shepard specifically did most of the carpentry, I think, or at least the heavy lifting part. And they seemed like good people, and we kind of talked our way up to them so that we could get a little bit of a heads up as to what happened to your wagon. Why are you broken down? Turned out that this road was having some issues, so the government sent out mercenaries slash guards slash people being paid to protect the roads, and instead they're being a bunch of assholes and extorting people who are on their way.
Who could have seen that coming?
Who could have seen that coming?
Abuse of power.
Yeah, an abuse of power. What? We ended up talking our way past them, especially because the majority of them were drunk.
Dangle some stomach stopper in front of them. It's like, hey, you can all end up winners in this situation.
And for a hot minute, Indra and Asan were like, we could turn around and kill them. We could. But that's something we could do. And we ended up not doing it, but I'm still tempted.
This is why free will was a mistake.
And, alright, someone else want to pick up?
So, we, after having, after helping people out and getting past the scary little extortion crew, right? We did eventually make it to our current location of Naraminian, right? We got through customs here and there. We have our papers for it, and they bought our story. So much so that one of them is even a bit interested in having some of my alchemical goods, as they may have a little bit of a slight health issue. So
They scratch their ass.
indeed. So we finally made it into Naraminian, and for the time being, had a nice meal, as this was like later in the evening tonight, and had a nice meal, had a good sit down, kind of talked over what the play was, what the plan was, and we kind of came to an agreement that we'd be heading towards the dockyard in particular to try to meet up with Shepard's people and kind of get the lay down information from them as well, and that we would be trying to more or less keep a low profile, right? Trying to find some like dwelling places to stay around in the slums of the town, of the city, and then at least by day, right, kind of like putting up this front of actually being these merchants, setting up a bit of a stall or something by the Merchants Guild, so that we can kind of further sell this this concept while we do our business and intelligence gathering to the side. And we we had our nice meal. We left the tavern, and immediately behind us a little sign got put up of no elves allowed. So they realized that a little bit too late after having served us all meals. And outside of that, I mean, we saw some neat little bits of Narrominian, like I guess like their well, we saw their cool tower, which is just like a mechanical clock in and of itself, just a big old cool contraption. And how it is interesting how it just like the rain just kind of falls nearly on cue, like right when the clock just strikes, and people are typically just like prepared, like they all have like their little umbrellas and things, right? Just on them, so they just kind of like have a lay down. They have the idea of like when things are gonna happen. They know they're pretty in tune with the day to day. So we are in we are in unfamiliar territory here, and none of us have got an umbrella, but we've got business to do. There was a nice moment where we camped out, like earlier in the session, where we camped out before arriving to Naraminian, and some people had some good conversations. Indra did reveal that he had a nice important kind of religious symbol on him of the blazing sun, and how he was kind of afraid that when the guards earlier were kind of frisking us and trying to pat us down and check all our things, kind of afraid that they might have found what would be a pretty obvious signifier that he's not on Tevinter's side. So we had a bit of a nice little conversation there, and him and Brandy had a talk during a night watch.
One thing that I wrote down, that seemed like a vague threat, not really vague threat, like a decent threat slash like a, hey, just so you know, when we were getting stopped by, um, was it? I think it was the guards. They told us people go missing in these parts, so I was like, oh.
Yeah. Anything else people want to bring up? Okie dokie. So, you all begin to make your way to the docks, passing through the elite centers of Tevinter, past large spiraling towers with narrow like windows, roofs, black and pointed. The towers are like through the mist and fog and rain, as it is incredibly just like the entire city is just like covered in water ever since 6 p.m. and it's starting to like kind of like slow down as the sun begins to set and slowly slows down to a trickle. Passing through past the Naraminian Tower, this huge building that kind of like spans several blocks, has like smaller buildings attached to it, long kind of like staircases wrapping around it, various hallways, as well as the mechanical clock tower. Past the door of an embassy, which stands out not just with the architecture, but as well as it seems to like be firmly rooted in place, utilizing the rock and the various terrain around it. And then past the industrial zone, it is incredibly noisy, and you notice a few of what seems to be the town's guard or police kind of all making their way down kind of like one specific alley towards the industrial zone. At the docks, the mist is so thick that you can only see a few meters in front of you. Fog horns and lights line the edge of the docks with the shadows of tall ships poking through the fog. There are several dock workers, just kind of like working through the pouring rain. They seem to be used to it, all dressed, prepared for the weather. A few whistle or sing songs. Others just silently do their work. What do you all do?
That's a good question, which we're all pondering this very
We're
moment.
all pondering, yes.
Was the docs the only tip they gave you?
Docks and they called it like a graveyard kind of.
A graveyard at the docks.
A ship graveyard. Yeah.
Could
I look around to see if there's anything to me that looks like a ship graveyard?
Yeah, give me
Looks
a
like
perception
some kind
check
of
with
place where they
disadvantage.
would like disassemble old unused ships.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh.
Perception. Yeah, there's some boats closer to like where the industrial zone and the dockyard meet. Like about here. Where there's like seems to be like a lot of like scrap metal and like large hulking ships that are just kind of like lying in disrepair.
And I would say we go towards that. Shepard gives one more like keep in mind that I am considered extremely open for my people. To the point where they probably would want to re-educate me if they knew everything. So anyway, time to go this way.
Anyways, let's go meet him.
Does anyone have any questions or concerns before we do this?
I think all of us are just staring at you wide-eyed.
It's like introducing your like person of color partner to your racist family. Like, okay, so just so you know.
Just so you know.
You know, they have good hearts. You know?
Sometimes in specific scenarios.
They did vote for Trump, though. They did do that. Yeah. Yeah.
They did it not just once, twice.
No, 3 times. They were really sad in
God.
2020.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, don't
right. I forget that.
Don't expect a warm welcome.
They were
Yeah,
allegedly at Washington, D.C. on January 6th. Allegedly.
They were just happened to be away.
They
on
were
vacation on January
tourists.
6th. Yeah. Don't expect a super warm welcome. I don't even know how warm a welcome I'm gonna receive. So, but
we're gonna save their asses out of their way, aren't
they
we?
are my people, and I would lay my life on the line over and over again if it meant saving them.
How noble. Let's see how well they take to that knowledge.
You make your way past a lot of the dock workers and into the noisy district of various like warehouses, factories, a lot of them working on some sort of like steel, like weaponry, mechanical contraptions. It seems like a lot of the like Tevinter specifically, a lot more industrialized than the rest of the country or the rest of the continent. So they're working on like various like steel mills, perhaps a train, but all you can like kind of gather is just a lot of like factory noise. And then, Shepard, you've been prepared your whole life. Your friends haven't. But you know when someone is watching you, and you recognize the precision of a very specific kind of assassin that the Qun usually sends. And as you kind of like get this shiver across your body, and you look in the direction that you think they are, the mist obscures whatever figure could have been sitting atop a building. And as your gaze like traces the horizon, you notice a specific large ship, very nearly dismantled, kind of like off to the side a little bit. It's out of the way of the industrial zone. There are no lights. The whole thing seems to be covered by a large kind of like ship fabric almost. As you get a little bit closer, you notice a smaller, more agile frame, hair cleanly away from their face, and the unmistakable clothing, ropes, sashes of a Kunari assassin, a Talus.
You said Talus?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's like their title?
Yes.
And probably their name.
Remember,
Imagine
my
you're-
name's Shepard.
Well, they don't really got names, do they?
Yeah. Like, you're born.
Their name/title are exchangeable.
Yeah, just like you get born, and in this person's situation, they're like, I vibe check you as someone who kills for money.
Or honor.
Well, you don't really know how a Kunari assassin would work.
Exactly. You only know how the sheep guys work.
But Shepard, the Talus assassins are trained in specifically espionage, scouting, and very much like reconnaissance missions. They are, however, also very deadly.
In Kunari, Shepard, to them says, I'm here to deliver information and a letter.
Shepard?
Maybe.
No way. And she kind of like drops down to the ground, and you're usually, like the rest of you are used to seeing like very lithe assassins. This one like drops down the ground, like cracks a little bit beneath her feet. Despite being like a more slender frame, she still towers over the rest of you. Much like, still gray skin, but like a little bit darker than Shepard's, and these very like opulent purple eyes. And she kind of like rolls her neck a little bit and puts a knife away. You shouldn't sneak up on old friends like that.
You know, it wouldn't be sneaking up if you saw me earlier.
That's fair. You were never that good at hiding.
No, it wasn't really my forte.
Karasad's gonna throw a fit when he sees you.
Is Karsad here?
Yeah, you didn't know?
I knew. Lying.
Give me a deception check.
I
We
knew
know!
that.
Tony, as an aside, just goes, DMs, if you couldn't
Lying.
tell, you dumb motherfuckers.
That was a deception check.
Let's see.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually really good for you, Chef.
Hey,
It's only
that's
you
good.
know,
actually
that
not
could have
bad.
been much worse.
Erlen's kind of like leaning over towards Asan. The hell do you think they're talking about? Do you think it's going
I
well?
don't know. They're smiling, so maybe they're friends, acquaintances.
What, like every
She kind of
Kunari knows
nods.
each other?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you guys off.
No, that was it.
Okay, cool.
What, like every Kunari knows each other?
Oh, that's not what I meant.
She kind of like laughs, nods her head, just goes, right, yeah, you probably heard. No, Karasad's okay. I mean, when he sees you, he's not gonna be, but for now, he's okay. Who are the rest of these?
These are, you know how, in Kunari culture, we, sometimes make the joke of, insert item here is the friends we made along the way.
Yeah?
These are the friends I made along the way.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, God.
Are they converts at least? Shepherd.
Look, I like them.
But do they follow the Kyun?
This is gonna
No.
This is gonna be
Murder.
This is gonna be awesome. Oh, I can't wait what he does to you guys.
You know, they're good people.
Since
So,
when do we care about that?
yeah, I'm just trying to talk myself down a little bit.
Come on in.
Shepherd with like, like when someone is faking and forcing a smile and like it's all teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's like, guys, come follow me.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Okay.
Okay, maybe not friends. Got it.
Everything's fine. And then like as I picture Shepherd like holding a door open for everyone. And Shepherd wants to like whisper like, it might not be fine, it might not be fine, it might not be fine.
So every time somebody passes by, it might not be fine. It might not be fine.
Just be on guard.
Oh, really?
But not like too much on guard. Like don't have a weapon out, but just like,
Okay, got it. Don't show that I'm a mage. Got it.
Yeah. Just say like these are really sick tattoos,
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Shepherd
just a
whistling.
lowly elf servant. So sad.
Shepherd whistling continues down.
You, like, the rest of the group notice that the Talus assassin stays behind you the entire time. Her gaze does not leave your bodies, and she is clocking every single weapon that you have on your persons. But it seems like she, as like a guard and a scout, stays outside of the ship for now. As you all walk past the little sheet that acts as almost like a gateway. Inside this hull of a ship, completely mangled and destroyed, maybe even like for the use of various factories so they can't even break it down for parts. It's just been left here rotting, and it's been transformed into very much a livable situation. There's little sconces for candles. There's various blankets and pillows that have been taken or borrowed. Crates of food, fish that have been caught or, again, taken or borrowed. And 5 more Kunari.
Hey, everyone.
A long sword is immediately unsheathed and placed directly next to your ear, Shepherd, as Karasad, a man you remember, but now aged, long hair tied into a long braid behind him, this kind of very light gray complexion, and deep, dark eyes, his horns, two sets, one kind of like swirling above his head, the other below, framing his face, and he is taller than you. As he slowly just gazes down, wearing the warrior's uniform of the Ben Hasrath, the kind of like main militia force of the Kunari.
Hey, Karis, and what a warm welcome for your old buddy Shepard, right?
Are you speaking in Kunari or Common?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Kunari.
So all of us just see this guy place his sword next to Shepard's head, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Ugh.
I mean, I'm gonna like make eye contact with Shepard and just see like, can I try to judge? Is this a situation where it's like, well, diplomacy's out the window, or is this somewhat normal?
Give me an.
I'm
give me
just
an
trying to
insight
gauge
check.
Shep. Yeah, I'm just trying to gauge Shep's response to this. Insight. Eh?
This is the
See,
nicest way you could have been greeted.
I see. What I'm curious
Okay.
about is whether this person, whether I get the inclination from this person that they actually want to harm Shep.
Give me an insight check.
Okay. Because this is it could just be a show.
26. It could go either way.
No.
Should have expected that out of the Kunari.
The man holds the sword next to you, Shepard. His gaze does not move from you. He's aware of your companions. They don't really matter right now. To him, the only question that he asks is, what are you doing here?
Delivering a letter. In here.
Do not make me repeat myself.
No, and Shepard pulls out the letter.
He takes it. Has
I'm
Shepard
serious.
unsealed and read the letter?
No.
Okay.
Smart.
I'm just gonna be honest. No, because
Okay.
Shepard took the. Shepard knew what people who delivered stuff were like. You don't open it. It was for someone else's eyes.
Okay. He gazes at it and then just wordlessly gives it to another Kunari that's standing right behind him. Just like wordlessly hands it out over. What are you doing in this place?
You mean this specific place or like the town?
I mean, these lands.
Oh, town. I heard that a group of Kunari were taken and being held. So I figured I'd come by and free them.
So you brought an army.
Looks back at his friends like, yeah.
Do not make a mockery of us, any more so than you already have.
Okay. I legitimately was here because I heard Kunoris were prisoners, and I wanted to free them. It's as simple as that.
His eye twitches a little bit. What do you know?
From the information I was able to gather, they were taken by the Vinter, and they are being held here in Eurominion.
So you don't know anything beyond that?
So this is a question for the DMs.
Mm-hmm.
Is Tony forgetting something, or do I know where they are?
Well, because we asked you, would Shepard know anything beyond, like, the rest? And you were like, no. So,
Okay.
so this is more
Yep.
so, like, the Kunari questioning you, like, it seems like he's trying to gauge how much Shepard knows, so, like, he can gauge, like, how much to beat your ass for coming here.
Okay. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I don't know exactly where they are.
Okay, do you take it, or are you trying to dodge?
Take it.
Okay. He is going to slam his head into yours, and then just kind of like a trickle of blood begins to bleed between you two. And he like stares directly into your eyes and says, "Why have you come alone?" This is a place of unknown horror. They let their mages roam free. Look at the things that they build, all for the purpose of war. Uncivilized, untrained, they don't know even how to wipe their own asses. They reek of shit, and you came here thinking that you would be able to survive.
Yes. And I have been able to survive.
Seems like you only just arrived.
To Narrominion, yes. But I've been surviving outside of our land for months now.
I can't speak on any other countries. And he removes his head from yours, just wipes the blood, and just kind of like dislodges the sword. And you notice, like, as he's been getting like angrier and angrier at your actions, like the sword has just been like slowly sinking into the wood of the ship behind you. And he just like dislodges it, puts it away. Go home, Shepard. This is not a place for you.
This entire time, Erlen's just been like looking to Shepard for like any kind of indications of how to react to these situations, and because Shepard has not yet indicated like hostility, he is kept chill.
I think that, like, if you were to vibe check Shepard right now, he is like calm. He like, even to like getting headbutt and you see the blood dripping down, he doesn't react like in like I've been attacked kind of way. You know, like you definitely are like, oh, that's weird, but nope, Shepard's just even keel for the most part. I disagree. I don't think I will be going home.
You disagree?
I think this is a place for me.
This is why they didn't take you. You can't follow a simple command. You were better at leading than at following. So you got the sheep, and I got the blade.
What you fail to understand is that my job as a shepherd isn't done yet.
You've gotten cocky in these human lands.
Maybe I just am able to say how I feel more.
And that is the concern with staying here so long. We got lucky. You, look at you. Parading with these... He looks over at, like, Indra. Ugh. They
No,
consume
that was
the blood.
my
There's-
reaction at first too.
They're savages, Shepard. They can't be led.
Anyone can be led. Bless you.
Tony says bless you.
The guards just sneezes.
One of the dock workers in the background.
Bless you. Bless you.
Harrison just goes, "Oh, bless you."
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Now back to the
We
conversation.
know you've had a cold. It's okay. You've had a cold. You're fine.
Um, listen, our teachings believe that anyone can be led, that anyone could see the light and join. Does it not?
And have you led them? Have you taught them?
I've been teaching them as good as I can.
Josh, god damn it.
I've been holding it together. I've been holding it together until Josh started snickering.
You heard what?
Can't say one goddamn thing in this call.
No, you cannot. And that is why you were not given the role of a teacher.
You're right.
We can all hope for a different future, Shepard, but alas, actions speak louder than hopes and dreams. What could you possibly give us? How could you possibly help?
How could I help? I can give you information about the lanes I've traveled to. So if you were to go somewhere else, you would know the layout a little bit better. Anywhere I traveled to, I could tell you, give you hints about the culture, about the people, so you're not as blindsided by a place like this next time.
He shakes his head and just kind of almost like dismisses it, but there's like something else there that is like almost worry or like shame. Give me an insight check.
I'm famously great at these.
4.
Told you, famously good at them.
He's hiding something from you that is tied to the fact that like you don't have enough information about like what they're doing here, and also why they haven't seemingly left.
Kara said, "What are you not telling me?"
It is not your concern, not your role. We will handle things as we always have had.
You're telling me you couldn't use an extra hand?
Like 14 of them.
And by an extra hand, you'd get my hand and the people I travel with.
I do not need those hands.
They're worthy hands.
They are soiled and tainted.
Painted hands on our side are better than none, aren't they not?
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Famously good at persuasion, by the way. Oh, wow.
You are.
Okay.
famously.
Yeah.
Well,
18.
18.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. He sighs. You see his demeanor just kind of like break for a split second. None of you notice it. Like, he is completely stonewalling you all. But Shepard, you can like kind of see just like a smidge of like, it's not fear, it's the emotion of like not knowing what to do next, and it's much more What?
Uncertainty.
Sure, yeah. And he just kind of looks away, looks back at you. The mission was a failure. We were able to get out okay. But we underestimated their sea power. We've learned a lot of useful things. Wait, well, what did you say?
No, you finish first. Sorry.
Okay.
I can ask after.
We underestimated their sea power. We got stuck here. Hisrod traveled to a different town to gain information. Seems from the letter he's okay. We also lost 2 of our own. One of them, we hope, is dead. The other is being held somewhere. We need to make sure that it's dead before we leave.
Do you know where they're being held?
It's one of the Cerebus. We don't know where. Most likely somewhere under high security. I don't know. They enjoy using the underground tunnels here, so maybe there, or maybe in one of those strange towers. I'm not sure, but the things that they would do with a Kunari mage, I don't even want to think about. I'm sure that thing can close its mind off and kill itself before any information is given, but we can't leave that up to risk.
Well, then let's find them. It sounds like they might be held at maybe near one of the circles.
Again, we don't know. And
That's a
we
good place to start.
can't exactly do reconnaissance.
You can't, but maybe we could.
Shepard, I would trust you with my life. These people, I can never trust.
Take this as you will. You trust me with your life. I trust them with mine.
You give your trust too freely.
That may be. I know in a battle, they have my back.
Battle is not the only thing that should be considered.
What else should I consider, Karasan?
Faith and duty. Who do you fight for? Why do you fight? I don't know any of that about these people.
I do.
He switches to common. You all. What is your purpose for slaughter?
You guys can respond, by the way. Shepard says that in comment, like, Shepard's very even keel about it. Like he's not scared or anything. He just turns to you guys. You guys can talk.
That's perfect.
Huh?
Our motivation?
Should I say it slower for them?
Not for all
Yes.
of them, but some of them, yes.
Oh.
What is the reason for which you kill.
Well, right now it's just because Shepard needs our help.
Not right now. Why do you do it?
My friend here, Karazad, is asking who or what you serve. Or more rather than an exact, more current reason.
I thought that was pretty clear from my tone.
You know, you learn a lot
I'm
talking to
neurodivergent.
other races.
I understand autism in the human
Shepard kind of goes like, you don't know how long it took me to learn that.
Tianari are like way far ahead of the rest of the world when it comes to that kind of research. They're on like the DSM-6 at this point.
Oh god.
Erlin just is immediately kind of like in fist clenched kind of frustrated mode. But his jaw will kind of unclench too. And he'll like sigh. To spare others the fate I've suffered.
He seems to look at you for a moment, Erland, and then look away. You don't know how to interpret that.
Does he want an answer from everyone? This is Ilaria kind
Yeah.
of.
Do you ask that out loud?
Well, like she's kind of whispering to the back.
Yes, I would like an answer from everyone.
Yeah. So you know, maybe this will help you a little bit. Probably not. This is Karasad, long time friend of mine. Person who I would trust in any situation.
I told you you give your trust too freely. That means nothing.
Maybe to you.
I fight to make the world a little bit more fair and a little bit better.
Wow. Grant. Is self-preservation a fair enough answer?
Always.
She says as if she's gonna be graded.
Is this gonna be on a test?
Oh no, we're gonna get a bad grade in
I'm
war.
gonna get a D.
Hmm?
Oh.
I thought I did it for fame. I'm kind of looking for a purpose now.
This has got to be a tough one for Sarah.
Well, the reason I
There's
killed,
so many reasons. I
the
can't
reason
pick
I
one.
killed is gone because I killed her. But I kill to become stronger in a way to worship the god that I worship.
And I think Indra answers because I was trained to. And as you all answer, Karasad just nods at all of yours. Some he seems more favorable to, others not so much. I would like a group persuasion check. The DC you're trying to beat is 90.
Shit.
Being persuasive. Click.
That'll help.
I am also part of the persuasion check, right?
Yes, please.
Yay! Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
Oh my god, good rolls from you today, Tony. You came prepared.
it's
was
his people. He's ready.
I
Someone-
saved them all for
someone-
today.
Someone studied for their fucking test.
Oh my god.
Wow, even the two non-charismatic people rolled really well.
Yeah.
Haha.
What did Indra get?
A 26.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, Miss
Oh,
the-
that's good stuff.
The total that you all got was 126.
Good.
Nice.
I got 127.
Math.
Fight! Fight!
When
Anyway.
the two smart kids are fighting.
Oh no, we either passed or passed a little bit more.
McNair.
McNair.
There. Oh god.
He crosses his arms and just like lowers his head a little bit, and it seems like an hour passes. It's simply 5 seconds of silence with this guy. He opens his eyes and goes, "Very well. You can share information with us, and we will do so in turn."
Thank you.
And then we will return home. All of us.
Well, we have a job to do.
That we do.
What is this job? I was under the impression that maybe you were all captured, but it looks like you're just laying low.
We were captured. Is what the Tivinters. Is that what these people are?
Yes.
That is what they thought. Really, it was just an early reconnaissance mission. We were sent here to discover the lands down south of us. We were tasked with finding any information we could on the military might of this nation, on the people, the cultures. We are now learning that there are more nations to contend with. Something I don't understand. Why not just unite under one banner?
Would you mix pigs with your horses?
An apt comparison. You are pigs.
Well, hey now.
I know, but hey!
That's not my flavor of racism.
Fuck. Like,
The distinction between a pig and a horse is basic biology. You people divide yourselves based on nothing but the color of your uniform. Which god you worship. We devote ourselves entirely to the Qun. And because of that, one day, your nation will fall. Today we are allies, though.
Fun.
You may speak with Imikarad. He has information regarding the Cerebus.
Immerkarad's here?
Oh. I forgot you haven't seen him since. And you all see a A very young Kunari, with hair that like barely reaches like past his shoulders. You notice like all Kunari have like very very long beautiful hair. This looks like maybe like late teens, fresh faced. It has this kind of like almost like dewy glow to his eyes, and his horns are a lot less longer than the others, and he only has like one set of them. There's like another one kind of like poking through his hair a little bit, but you see like very much like a child before you, maybe like a little bit younger than Brandy, but also like Kunari ages are weird.
For you, Shepard, specifically, you see a face that you haven't seen in a while. To you, well, to everyone else, is just probably another shit-eating teenager. But to you, that was a child at some point. Someone that you would have called Imakarari. Or hang on. It would be Imkari. But they have taken a new name. A new title.
Excuse me. No. Imakrad.
Shepard.
Hmm.
The title Imakarad is effectively it is a conjunction. It is a mixture. It is child and the one who holds back the Cerebus. They're a trainee. Where their trainer is, you do not know. Shepard.
Imakrad. Wow, it's been
Years?
a while. And a few feet.
I still got more growing to do, old man.
Yeah, I venture to say you'll outgrow me one day.
Like most of the village.
Yeah.
But you are not here for friendly idle chatter, are you?
Not this very second. Maybe if we find some time.
You will discover that there's a lot of time here. These people like to waste it.
Occasionally, yeah.
Occasionally.
It depends what you would consider a waste of time.
Many of the things they do.
Standing around like this feels like a waste of time.
Was I talking to you, little man?
We
That's a
are
friend of mine.
here on his behalf because he's asked us to aid you.
By the way,
So-
quick question. What are we helping with? Because you kind of just said, like,
I will-
we're assisting.
That's
I will
what I
fill you
mean.
in shortly.
Okay.
Sooner we understand what we're supposed to help y'all do while you're still stuck here, the easier we can all get out of each other's company.
for you, Shepherd. I am not comfortable giving these creatures access to our dangerous thing. But Karasad had spoken, and I shall listen.
We are to share information with these people, and we are to share information with you.
Our Murad is dead. Slaughtered like a common animal, beaten down by some brutish creature.
Tony, you would know that the Arvarad is the one that controls a given like mage in Kunari society.
So that was your teacher?
Yes. He had been slaughtered like a common animal in the streets.
Is
The
this
dangers. The thing. We never found
You
its
just-
body.
Can you describe what this thing was?
We do not know, but it made a lot of damage. Damage to stone. We are strong, Shepherd, but we cannot remove boulders from buildings.
None of you got a look at what it was at all?
None of us. But these fish people, ones that wander the docks, those are the ones who must have seen it.
Would I have any idea who they refer to as fish people?
Like fishermen or like people
Okay.
who hang
Go
around the
fish
docks.
people.
Hey, Brandy.
It's
Hey,
very much.
Brandy.
It's
You fish person.
it's very much like he's finding a word, like a mostly insulting way to refer to these people who are so willing to hang around such shitty environments.
They act as if they don't have their own fishermen.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt for 1 second, but I'm so proud of myself because I spelled Karasad exactly how I thought it would
Let's
be spelled, and when
go!
Alec posted that, I'm like, yes! Yes, I was right! I spelled it right on
Let's
just hearing it.
go.
Zarabas.
Okay, sorry. Go back, sorry. Apologies.
No, you're
I
good. You're
I messed up.
good.
Hey, we love spelling right.
Actually,
Wordle, but it's NPC.
We tried. Well, Hallis tried interrogating them, but they break so easily.
I might have better luck than you would, or Alice would.
If it was not for the order of Karasad, I would be laughing a little bit harder. But
What you fail to understand is I've been in parts and lands like this for months now.
and we have not.
You have not. Meaning that if anyone is an expert of these lands, it's not you.
Zarvarad once said, I may be on my way to replace him, but I am still a Makari at heart.
Speaking of your role, was it you then that's responsible for the mage being loose?
His face kind of like
Ooh.
contorts a little bit. Avrod took it for a walk to see if it cannot find anything that its dangerous eyes could find.
And where were you during this walk?
I was told to stay behind and read upon my lessons and meditate on my teachings, something that some people in present company fail to do.
Maybe if you were a little bit more proactive.
And how am I supposed to know? Something could overpower one of us, like a bear would to a rabbit.
Maybe by understanding the lands that you're in. Bless you. These dock workers have a problem. Okay?
I was trying to
It's
mute
raining
myself.
constantly. They're cold.
They're congested. Leave them alone. It's allergy season.
Allergy season.
There's a lot of rain outside, you know.
There's just one like slightly elderly
Yep.
Kunari in the background. It's you. That's you. That's
I
you.
just like to think that no matter how serious the conversation is, every time someone sneezes, whoever Shepard and whoever else is talking, both do turn and say bless
Yes,
you. And
yes.
then go back to the conversation.
The Kunari are extremely polite. They love small talk.
Famously so.
It's dangerous, you know. It's a brand new land. They're getting exposed to like all kinds
Oh
of
god,
new
yeah,
bacteria.
like smallpox.
Yeah, man.
Like smallpox.
Humans are just like, baby, I got more STDs than you know about.
Oh god, STDs.
Okay,
fucking
not
sick?
even unpacking that one. I was told to stay behind. Shepard. I wanted
right.
to go.
I only say things such as this because ever since you were young, I've always seen great potential in you. I know that stepping up and taking this position, you will do well.
Well, it is unfortunate because we did not find its body.
No, but we are looking for it, aren't we?
Meaning that either it had made itself into ashes or had been taken.
Well, anything's possible.
If it had been taken, the best projection I have is that we kill it.
No ashes on the crime scene. I would have checked. As you see, Shepard, another like old mate of yours, Adari, just kind of like drops down from one of the kind of like landings up above. You see a dark-skinned Kunari with like wild, flowing white hair, singed at the very tips. Very kind of like brown, but yet there's like flecks of gold and orange in her eyes, and this kind of like row of sharp teeth. You notice that while biologically female, they seem to wear like the clothing of that of like a male warrior shepherd. You know exactly what happened. Born a girl and was a warrior so good that they made her a boy. The rest of you don't know what's going on.
Well, to be fair, we can't recognize the fashion.
No, you
so
have no.
we-
You just see a
it's
woman.
just a person.
That you
Yeah,
ju-
this
yeah.
is just a person.
Yeah. But she just kind of like yawns a little bit.
Did you like your nap?
It was fucking awesome. Maybe you should try it sometime. Get some beauty sleep.
I can't. I must take my designated 4 hours when I can.
Hey, Shepard. Long time.
Hey.
And she like goes in to hug you.
Shepard graciously hugs back.
I'm surprised they haven't beaten you to a pulp yet.
Karazhan headbutted me pretty hard, but that's normal.
Yeah, that's just him saying
Oh.
hello.
Yeah.
So that mark on your face wasn't just a disease you caught in these lands.
No, not a disease.
Hey,
A love mark.
you have no idea how many diseases these people have. It's crazy.
Well, because they drink the same water they shit in.
Fools
doesn't
haven't
help.
discovered irrigation yet.
Bless you.
They're so small. Can I
It makes
feed?
me feel big, at least.
Can I feed one of them?
What do you have something to feed them with?
She like takes out like a little sack of grain.
Adari, that is for the horses, not for these things.
What's the difference?
Horses
They're
are
not-
useful.
Listen, my friends are useful as well. The shepherd like gestures to them. They're my friends. They're useful. I don't think they would take very kindly to the grain thing.
Did you guys like switch back into Kunari speak, or what is this just like open?
Yeah.
Like,
I'd say
because you didn't specify you're like switching back.
I'll say Adari was just speaking common. So like
I
you
would
guys
say-
overhear it.
Yeah,
Should I feed them
Adari
the
definitely
grain
was
for the
speaking
horses?
common, but the conversation before this was 100% in
Yeah.
Kunari.
Wait, did
Don't
Sarah want to say something?
No.
Oh, okay.
I am
Hunger
hungry.
for the oats.
She wants the oats.
You know, if anyone was to get fed the grain, Sarah would be the first.
No, it's like in
choice.
my head, I'm like, I could turn into. No, I can't.
Shepard has a horse in the boat.
I could turn
there's a
into. No, I
horse in
can't.
here.
Maybe not here.
Oh,
They
God.
turn to Shepherd. Has there always been a horse in here with us?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. God,
There's a
I
cow
think
outside. We
if
can go to the cow farm. There's
I-
gonna be cows outside.
I think if Indra summons curiosity, he will die immediately.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We will get
yeah.
shot on sight.
Yeah, they will
Yeah,
invent
I,
guns just to kill you.
I
Yeah, we don't,
would prefer
yeah.
a real meal, not grain for the horses. Thank you.
Whoa, okay. Now you're
Someone's
better
a
than a
little-
horse.
Someone's a little too high and mighty for this.
You have
I-
bread?
There is like a hierarchy system around these parts where anything really on two legs is a lot higher up than horses.
Oh, okay. Weird.
Like these are esteemed people, each one of them.
There's always a hierarchy.
She kind
Although,
of like
if you're offering, I'll take some for my hala.
she like roots around in her bag and just kind of like walks up to Hassan and goes and like shoves a piece of bread to you.
Oh my gosh.
I
Don't.
can eat myself, thank you.
I am
do
no
appreciate
better.
the gesture.
Serwin
No
takes
better
it
than a
well.
horse.
I just like to
Everyone
think,
looks hard and just takes a bite.
yeah, I just like to think that like you're offered it to Assad, and Sarah just jumps up.
And then like Sarenwood's face just comes into the frame. Adari just like pats your head, goes, "Oh, there you go."
You're embarrassing yourself.
Oh God. Okay.
I just
That was a
that
noise
dog
of
in me.
pure desperation.
Mukarad is just like laughing and clapping. See, Shepard, not much better than horses.
What? We all do things when we're hungry, right? Anyway, friends, this Shepard just introduces the both of them.
I don't know how to say your names.
This is Inari, and this is Emicrod.
Hey.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, it is.
So,
Merlin does not speak. He looks like he's holding back some words.
Bro is squick.
yeah, so we have a mission, now, that I agreed to take from Parasad. You wouldn't happen to know anything about where the mage might be, right?
Nah, all we have is the site of battle. It's pretty fucked up, but those cloaked people might be over there investigating it. What, it happened like, what, 2 weeks ago or something, and they still can't figure out the fuck happened?
2
You,
weeks on the dot, actually, yes.
Amateurs.
Oops.
I know.
Do you remember exactly where the fight happened?
Yeah, Talus can show you.
Thank you.
Oh,
No problem.
Shepard.
Yes.
Imikarad takes a chain that was wrapped around his forearm and just shoves it into your chest. If you find them and they have yet to kill themselves, make sure this goes on their collar.
Understood.
But don't kill it if you can save it. It's obedient, it's powerful, and it probably has knowledge of the weird towers around this place. Also, it's funny.
It knows its place. It has its purpose, like you and I.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean we can just leave it there,
Why do you think I'm sending Shepard?
I'm just saying, you were never the biggest fan.
Do you know what
Yeah.
I do for a living?
Yeah, you really love to hold on to the chain, don't you? Makes you feel all strong and special.
I'd like to think half of this conversation is in Kunari
Yeah.
and the other half is in
Yeah.
common.
It's like-
we're hearing like random stuff
It's
from one person,
obedient.
and
It's
that's like,
English,
right?
and that's like, yeah, you just like holding onto the chain, don't you? And all of us are like, whoa,
Whoa, what kind of?
whoa,
Those are the only parts we're hearing.
yeah. We're
It's
all
very much like
like
broken
Baptist,
English,
like,
right? Where it's like blah 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 blah. Likes to hold on to chain. Blah 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 blah.
Paired
What are they
with
talking about?
paired with the armor, it's like
At least
Hmm.
the current.
all of us have our head tilted. Just every single one of us, just, huh?
At least in
I
their
will
wasting our
say
time with all they're doing right
that-
now.
Karasad did instruct me, just so you two are aware, to kill it.
Shepard, please make an insight check. Imikarad seems a little dejected when he hears you say that.
Listen, if I think there's any chance of me bringing them back.
It.
You can say what you like. If I can bring.
No, Shep, you don't understand. Their pronouns are literally. Fuck, wait, I already messed it up. Its pronouns are already.
You fucking idiot! She goes by they them pronouns.
Exactly, literally.
You know its role in the cure. You
I
know
of course
my
I do.
role.
Regardless, that's what I was instructed to do. However, if I see the chance to, I don't know, bring it back, maybe I can. No promises, though.
None whatsoever. You know your job.
At least maybe I can get some information first.
And he looks at you. They let their mages run around so wildly. You've been traveling these lands. Why?
Why do they let them free, is what you're asking?
Why do they let these creatures just run around? It's like letting a rabid dog be in a pack.
If you traveled these lands, you would know that that's not the case.
Even if they hold them up in these tiny towers, supervision. It's not enough. You know that.
My life has been saved by a mage on more than one occasion.
The same
So
way
what
a
I-
shield would save your life, Shepard.
So what I know is of my own discretion.
Right. Right. If you have any other questions, ask them now. Otherwise, I'll go back to sitting around doing nothing.
No more questions. We have our lead.
What about you, Adari?
Huh?
Do you want to entertain yourself with these creatures much longer?
Can one of them do a flip or something?
Almost all of us could do a flip
Prove it.
if we tried hard enough. And
Do we just hear the word flip?
Yeah.
Oh, I can do a flip.
How about none of y'all do whatever it is they're asking?
What do I roll?
Acrobatics.
Okay,
You
that.
just hear Shepard go, I think all of us could do the flip. This chance.
I've been waiting for this opportunity.
They do like a
Acrobatic. 14.
It's
14.
Ooh,
You kind of do like a little
flip,
like
bro.
running start, like use a wall as like a jumping off point, and then like land perfectly, and then Adari gives you like another piece of bread.
Oh, hell yeah.
You just
Wild.
circus at Panem.
You are making all of us look bad.
Circus stay narrow minion.
I am a servant. I do what I'm told.
Not to
I
them.
love Sarah.
This is an act.
Sarah's method acting.
You realize this is an act, right?
It's an
It's a really
act.
cool flip.
Oh, I thought you guys just owned those two.
No, when I said friends, they're all my friends.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Weird
kind
fuck
of
off country. They sell
absolutely-
people here.
I can't tell you how much I want to punch the throat out of everyone in this country because they sell people,
Yeah, it's weird.
and they treat one of the races way worse than all the other races.
Maybe there's like a word for that or something.
Stupid.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, though there might be an act going on, everyone in this group, my group, are equals.
Okay.
Oh. Interesting.
You have something to say?
No, it's just something I haven't even thought of since I got here.
Adari gives Emicrot a noogie.
Ah,
What's the thought?
they just... What if they adopted the Qun, this process would be so much easier. They wouldn't have to buy and sell people. People would just be in the role of what they need.
That is one perspective, yes.
It's so horribly inefficient.
Not fair, yeah.
Anyway, I must fill my friends in with the mission, and
You guys got a place to stay tonight?
no, we don't. We actually were really hoping you guys would say we could stay here. I was trying to play it cool, but could we stay here?
I don't know.
You're
if
saying
all
this in
of you-
common?
I don't know.
Yeah,
if all
sure.
of
It's
you
vitally
would
important
fit.
if you're
Yeah.
saying this in common.
Sure.
There's actually some abandoned buildings near the industrial zone. It's really loud, so nobody goes there, but you might have some luck.
Are you speaking of
Or
the
go
place
there.
that we were scouting the other day?
Yeah, the one that smells like mildew and shit.
This entire place smells like mildew and shit.
Yeah,
It
but that one
rains
more
constantly.
Yes, but it is. Well, my only question is if we could stay there or not. If we can, it doesn't
I
matter
mean-
how bad it smells.
I mean,
It's about staying
probably
alive.
there might be like a guy that you have to ward off. There's a lot of people without houses here. It's very weird.
It's actually not just here. It's a problem throughout all of these countries.
It's a real problem with our social demographics right now.
But they have so many homes. Why can't they
Yeah,
just fit everybody in?
because of the
you know,
billionaires.
Bill a huh?
there are people who have large amounts of gold and they hoard it from everyone else. It is what's the
Bless you.
term they use?
It's capitalism.
Capitalism. That's it.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great.
I love how we're all working through something.
I'm about to bust a cap on your capitalism.
Erlen.
I love how
So,
we're
yeah,
all
Ur-
just
Ur-
like.
a general across the board that fuck capitalism.
Yeah, fuck capitalism.
Erlen is sitting there bewildered at how we're even on this topic.
Somehow, of all the like things that we can't agree with the Cunari on, somehow
Or
homelessness and capitalism we can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, they got something figured out.
Erlen seemed very against the concept of staying with these people.
What
And
do
then
you
as
mean
soon
by
as another
these
option,
people?
What do you mean by these
exactly.
people?
And as soon as another option was made apparent, Erlen seemed a lot more enthusiastic for it. It's like that concept of anywhere but here.
Imicrod's like smacks Adaria on the shoulder with the back of his hand.
Ah!
Wait, hold.
She gets ready to punch him.
Though Talus was speaking of the big houses.
Yeah,
Why not just fit more people in those?
that's what I'm saying.
You're telling me one person lives in that huge house?
I think they
Sometimes
have
it's
slaves in there
family.
too.
But yeah,
Oh, there's usually a family.
Huh?
but it could fit way more people.
A
It's
what?
not even close.
Hold on, what did that one
Um,
just say?
So there's this idea here. It's very different than our people. You know how we have birth givers?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The birth givers stay with the ones they produce.
What if you don't
What?
like them?
Yeah.
They're just out of luck.
Oh. Damn, this
It's
society
the price to
sucks.
pay.
It's called
Yeah.
divorce. It's also a big problem. in this
Wait,
country.
should we... Karasad, should we rethink maybe conquering these guys? I feel like they really need our help.
These guys are real bozos.
Erland is like pretend taking large swigs of his flask, just praying that at one of these at some point will have something in it.
It's gonna refill any moment now.
He's sitting there, clinging on to the faint hope that by some magic bullshit, he'd be able to drink.
I'll
mean,
pull out
technically,
another
doesn't
bottle of
refill?
elven wine.
Oh, you
I
guys
know.
drink?
I know how much you hate this.
I think we have some left over.
I look at Erland and I go, I know how much you hate elven wine, but you look like you're desperate right now.
He just...
You see Adari pull out like a little vial. Here you go.
I am not accepting your handouts.
Oh, more for me.
It's he accepting Hassan's handout.
Flips it open and drinks the entire thing.
Oh,
And then, like, when he burps, you notice, like, a trail of, like, fire smoke and then, like, a little flame escape his throat.
Oh my god. A
Oh,
little
Is that
that's a
something
good
Maul
stuff.
do?
No, just me.
I've seen.
You wanna learn?
I've seen.
No. Well,
You know, if you would look at the proverbial placing of the sun, and where it goes, it's time for us to go start this mission. Anyway, it's been lovely seeing everyone. We will be back for more information soon.
Okay.
Erland like holds up a hand to like just kind of pass on like Hassan's offer, and he's like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not using this for anything else tonight. He takes out the alchemy jug, sets it to beer, and starts chugging.
beer me.
He sets it to beer mode and starts chugging.
As you guys get ready to leave, Karasad just turns to you, Shepard, in common, but is directing this at you and just goes, get it done. And that is like the way that Kunari send each other off.
Do your job.
Yeah, no,
Like an
it is a
estranged
command,
father.
but it is also him knowing that you will, and it's more so of just like a formality of like, yeah, now go and do the thing like I know you will, and then come back.
It's the closest thing you'll get to a goodbye.
It's the closest thing you'll get to a compliment.
Do your job.
You did your job. Anyway.
So this when we're out of earshot, I'm gonna be like, so what the fuck was that all about?
When you all leave, Indra's just gonna go. I'll be right back, and he heads back inside. And then that's where we'll take a break because we've been going.
I sort
And we're recording. Let me switch the music really quick. Hold on.
Music.
Stern.
Stern.
Somber.
Oh god, my back.
Indra is just going to,
Yeah.
just like really quickly duck out of the group, and like back into the ship of the Kunari.
You walk back in and you see like the conversation has died down almost completely by this point since you guys left. Imikarad and Adari kind of are just same general area, just kind of doing their own thing now. And you approach Imikarad, I assume.
I didn't catch your name. Or title, was it?
I am Imikarad.
I am a Templar.
Templar.
We are this land's mage controllers.
Ah, you are Arvarad.
No,
Yes.
we don't. We drink a substance to have powers to control the mages. You do not.
So you drink the blue stuff?
Delirium. Yeah. I want to know how you do it.
Oh.
You said you want to teach us that we're stupid and inept. I'm willing to learn.
You see smile crack across his face, just a very tiny one. Okay, you're willing to learn. And he looks over and makes sure that Karsad is not looking. Come here.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is he gonna kill me?
Yeah, go ahead, make an insight check.
5.
5?
Yeah.
You telling you to come here?
Yep.
That's
Andrew
so helpful.
Andrew will follow. Yep. I rolled a 5. Like what? You know.
A nat 1, I would have been even more evil about.
Yeah. Indra is shitting bricks, and he is just gonna go. He's just gonna follow along.
Yeah, he just motions you to get closer, and he just like very lowly whispers, "Our people do not need lyrium, you call it, because we make sure our mages are already bound and chained."
They said you hold the chain. Is there truly no power that you possess over it either?
We have means and devices for that.
I guess that's off limits to outsiders then.
I wouldn't say that. You're willing to learn, are you not?
I am.
He takes out what looks to be a rod. If our mages get too unruly, even more so than bone and muscle can handle, we activate this. And maybe, if you prove to yourself to be civilized, they'll teach you how to use it. They're not hard to make.
I'll take it.
But make sure you get it back. Okay?
Indra goes to say something, thinks better of it, and then goes, "We will.
Now,
Thanks for not
another-
killing us."
It was not my call.
Indra looks over at Karasad, looks back at the one he's talking to, and just nods.
Now, other small lesson. Mental conditioning. Make sure your mind is very closed off. It is not the creature you need to be worried about. It is the things that like to prey on it. The creature is flesh, bone, mortal. It can be killed. The head separated from the body just as easily as any cow you would slaughter. But the things it attracts, they prey on the mind. But I assume they didn't just give common warriors the abilities.
No. Just the kids they found.
The kids. A child warrior you were?
Something like that.
Gifted.
I get it. You want us to prove ourselves? We'll do it. Thanks for your time.
You intrigued me. Templar. I have a question before you go.
Yeah.
If your people rely so much on this lyrium, why have you turned away from it?
It was killing me.
You ingested poison.
Funnily enough, a lot of people will ingest poison if you package it correctly. I ingested poison for a cause I thought was right. Isn't that what you all do?
Ben Hasrath may have some things to learn after all. Right. Thank you for answering my question, then. Go, Templar. You have
He-
business.
He leaves.
He had that conversation with a 17-year-old.
Basically, yes.
Oh god. Teenagers scary.
Teenagers scare the living shit
Out
out
of
of
Don't
me.
get me started. Don't get me started.
Yeah, and then we get DMCA'd.
Oh, true.
Oh.
Oh no, our sponsors.
Not our sponsors.
Indra just walks
It's
over
okay,
to
we can get
Shepard and just
Gerard
goes,
away.
"Your people are really scary.
I wouldn't say that.
Why do they sound like that?
What do you mean they sound like that?
They sound like they know more than me, infinitely more than me, than I will ever know."
Depends on the subject.
Maybe I'll bring up baking to them or something.
You're,
Yeah, that would probably be.
you're telling me that intimidated you?
I have a survival instinct, Erlen. Not all of us want to die.
Damn.
Damn.
The hell was
Harsh.
that back there, Shepard?
What do you mean the hell was that?
They treat us like animals. No, worse than animals. And you just, what, chuckle along?
I warned you. Did I not?
I did not see no Shepard back there. You want to know what I saw? A coward.
Okay, let's
Damn.
calm down a bit, alright?
No,
You have a word for
let
that,
this
don't
let
you?
this conversation happen for once, because Erland, you're always so high and mighty about everything. Why don't you just take a step back and let me deal with my people? I'm very good at perceiving things, right? I could hear you yawning, taking drinks out of this empty flask over and over again. Believe it or not everything in this world is about you.
You think I'm making this about me?
Yes, I do.
I've
do.
spent my life being treated like less than a person. You think I'm getting hurt by their childish insults?
Then why are you speaking of this if this isn't about you?
Hell, hearing them talk shit about me, talk down to me, that's almost nostalgic. No, I'm bringing this up because of them. They don't deserve this. Any of that. They're better than this.
If only you knew how much I was going to bat for everyone in this group. I understand you don't speak my language. But if you heard anything I said, you would know that I was fighting for all of us.
I'll trust you, Shepard.
You say that like I haven't earned this over and over and over and over and over again the entire time I've known you. Like you're gonna trust me this one time?
You test me.
Good. These are my people, okay? You don't want to help, sit on the sidelines.
I can see why you weren't proud of them.
Did I not warn you guys over and over again?
Tell us what the hell the job is, because the sooner we get it done, the sooner they'll leave. Right?
The job
Sooner we
is-
put all this behind us.
Will you let me talk? The job is, Erland, to find a mage that they were not able to secure. And my job is to kill the mage if they are not dead.
Wait, like just like that? Just find him and be done with it?
Pretty much. If you knew the way mages in my society lived, you'd wish that for them.
The way they just kept calling them it was just heartbreaking.
That's what Kanari do.
Mm. I can only hope that we find them dead.
For their sake, I hope so.
Yeah. Because I don't want you to have to deal with that.
Literally 0% of me wants to hurt that mage.
But
There really isn't a but. It's a job, and I will do the job.
I'm guessing they want a body.
Kanari are very order and do people. Parasad, the leader of this group, wants them dead. So everyone else in the group supports that decision. However, I know that not everyone wants the mage dead. If I can find some way to make it work, that they don't die, I would like to try to make it work, but I can't guarantee it.
And what the alternatives? Giving them back? Finding wherever
Why,
they're locked up and giving them back to your people.
why it might be better to kill them.
It ain't right. Either way, it ain't right. I think we know this. So I ask if they want a body. Because the best thing for a person in that position might not be death or slavery. Might just be getting them out of this hellhole. Maybe telling your people, your close friends, that things didn't go too well. Or that you just did your job well.
I am slightly better at insight. Huh?
Ooh!
Huh?
ooh.
Shepard explains that to the group real fast.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so if setting them free is a death sentence, they will incinerate themselves and die.
Mm.
They will
Oh,
call it whatever you would like to call it. They will unalive themselves.
that's very bad.
I don't think we
So-
can deprogram this one, buddies.
No, I don't think
That's
so
why
either.
there are two options. If they are still alive, I have to kill them or I return them.
Euthanize them?
I think for their sake, the most peaceful outcome is to kill them.
Yeah.
I
Like,
don't
give
say
it-
that lightly, nor like I hadn't thought about it.
Does it even know it's a person?
Aw,
Them. It. I don't
the
know.
mage.
Does
I
it talk?
I've never really come into contact with one of them. And
Ooh.
Mhm.
Ah.
Hmm. And
Shepard, when they
yeah.
said that when your job is done, you're all gonna go, are you going to go?
That's a discussion for another time.
Alright, let's just focus on this one thing.
And also, I know how my people speak of mages when it's just me and I'm the only Kunori. Don't call it an it. Call it them. They are them. That is a being.
We're making a lot of assumptions here.
That's a conversation to have with whoever they are.
If they're even still alive.
I could just
Well,
be dead and
Truthfully,
make their job a
I
lot
feel like
easier.
that if they're already dead, that skirts a lot of the moral dilemmas that we're having.
yes,
So
Hassan.
It would really make my
Oh.
job a lot easier. Yeah,
I
actually,
hope
if
they're
already
dead. For our sake. Pray.
I don't know
Algernon?
if we should go that far.
It's
Algernon, I
it's
hope
very
you're dead.
murky.
Look, I'm just saying, just because it's the easiest solution doesn't mean we should like hope for it.
Does this count as preying on someone's downfall?
It's mercy.
I'm sure they have that somewhere in the chant.
Anyway, we should research where the circles might be keeping them.
Yeah,
So-
where they would keep a mage of his kind.
From
They'd probably be really interested in, studying it.
our best case scenario, or the information I know, is most likely they're in the undergrounds or in a tower.
All right, and Hassan's going to, kind of like rub his hands together, look at Siren, and go, "I'm really sorry about this, buddy." And I'm going to spend one charge of my incense because I took care of that last session. And Siren is going to be Rat.
Rat
It's
with
like, this
Squeak,
is
squeak,
not
squeak,
who
squeak,
I
Squeak.
am. She's gonna feel around for her pocket.
we
Yes,
haven't
it
heard
lives
about
off
your
of
rat
crumbs and puddles.
in like 55 sessions. I don't Do we know?
It just lives in her little pocket. She has a little breast pocket. Oh wait, do you want me to? Okay.
Don't get in that one, please. That rat's
Well,
totally dead if
I'm
it's
gonna
that
use my
one.
inspiration.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's a 18 plus like 19. It was a 5 before.
The rat lives.
She is a mouse, not a rat. She has a bow, everyone. Stuart Little.
Well,
Meanwhile, there's Siren, who is just weak.
yes, I feel like as much as Asan's a prima donna, Siren is even more of one. So
Dude is
yes,
going through it. You need to give him a
yes,
bonus.
but at least Siren was pretty.
That's true.
It's a rat. And here's the thing: I couldn't even make him like a fancy rat because it needs to be a sewer rat to not stand out. So it's just like a like black rat that just already looks like it's been living in the sewers. I know. I'm sorry, buddy. I know.
Um,
So, are we getting? So, are we finding a place to stay, or do we have a few hours? Because I could do something. So, if we were to
We
stay up for
haven't
like
spent a night.
4-ish more hours, okay. Does someone want to
Have we
escort
spent
me
a night here
through the
yet?
city?
weren't
Oh.
yeah.
I mean, yes, but I
Hassan and
was.
I can't really walk around alone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was just going to wander around the city looking through Siren's eyes in the sewers. If someone could just escort me,
I suppose I'll go. Be your minder.
I appreciate it.
We'll go window shopping.
And I'll pretend like I'm paying attention while Siren is going through the sewers. And I'm gonna like look at Siren and just like apologize so much, and then like point him over to the sewer grate nearby.
Oh.
It's just
He cries a little.
I'll get you something really tasty when you come back, okay? Do I have advantage because it's literally my fine familiar? Okay, okay.
Vibe check. The benefits make it worth.
At the end of the day, he really is just a soldier who will follow orders. He's such a trooper. I know.
I'll
So,
remember this.
so my plan is because I can see through Siren's eyes within 100 feet of me. I'm going to stay up top while he runs around the sewers underneath me,
Won't
and
you be
I'm just
blind?
hoping to have someone guide
Just
me
guide
as I'm blind. Yes.
Yeah,
While
yeah.
he does
Makes
that,
sense.
Alari's gonna take a second to like kind of pull her hood up and kind of pull some bits of her hair out to kind of make and like what you do as Alaria just becomes this little old lady. Hiya, dear. Lend me a hand, please.
And before I go blind and deaf, I'm just gonna say I'm just giving like Ilaria a code of like a certain like pattern to tap me on the shoulder if something's going on and I need to get out of Siren.
Snap out of it.
Yeah, if I need to snap out of it, just like a quick little like 5 tap pattern. So if the guards approach, it's like, no, this is my blind and deaf elf. It's like, no, Ilaria can just tap. Yeah.
Who's gonna bother a
Yeah,
little
you got them on a
brainy
heavy
elf?
discount.
Instead, Ilaria can just like tap me in a certain pattern, and I'll just like pop back into my own head.
Not the discount.
But yeah, that's the plan for me.
What?
Oh, actually, weird question. Really weird question. Before we leave the Kunari, can I ask Shep if there's any like garments or anything that the person we're looking for wore? Because I was reading over the stat block for the rat. Rats have advantage on perception checks that rely on smell. So if I have an article of clothing or something from them, this might go a bit quicker.
Having
Shepherd
like a
has
physical
its chain,
description.
right? I have the chain. I have the chain. So would it smell like the mage? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, us getting a physical description of this would help, right? Like this, because like we're gonna like be looking for it, right? Asking about it, if anything, right? So we're gonna get because we're gonna get like a tour from Talus, right? So we could just kind of ask them like, hey, what does this mage even look like? Yeah,
I'd be going to the crime scene.
yeah, we're going.
I guess I'll join the crime scene. What's it called?
Ace Attorney.
Not out yet.
We wasn't even alive yet.
Oh my god.
Could you tell us more about it on the way? I'm actually interested.
Very
Herlock
plagiarized
shown.
it.
It's real.
And Shepherd asked like, hey, next time you're reading, could you read it out loud? Because I want to hear this story.
Podcast.
And Shepard can't read.
Not well.
Oh.
At least not
Erlen?
common.
Yeah, not well.
Smut. You just call it as it is, Sir Templar. People read porn.
So,
Erlen takes like another big gulp.
That sounds really interesting. There was one term that I wasn't too sure about. What is this porn you speak of?
Oh, I once read a scroll once.
All right, Ilaria, should we go elsewhere?
Yeah.
all right.
That's Granny Aria to you, young man.
Sorry.
So you're saying they just watch?
Anyways.
Sometimes
Erlen
you
gives
read.
you a look, Hassan, or Erlen gives you a look of "take me with you," as he takes a large gulp of his.
Erland, would you like
Dear
to escort
Jar.
us as well?
I should really get to the investigation, but
All right, good luck. And walk up.
Have fun.
Look, I gave you the out. You didn't take it. That's on you.
I know I need to do what I gotta do, but fuck.
Are the dwarves also detectives, or are they doing the porn?
Shepard discovers what porn is for the first time
Oh,
after
God.
being in Thetis.
Erlen doesn't
Shepherd,
speak
maybe
during
I
this
need to
entire
wait.
this entire info dump of the book. Erlen just doesn't say a word until specifically one instance of the dwarfs using their stone sense gets brought up, and Erlen's like, "That's entirely inaccurate.
That's
It's
bullshit.
entirely inaccurate."
It just sounds like it should be porn.
Erlen only
No,
perks
it's
up just to actually.
Oh, God.
It's like that's
No,
not
that's
at all
not
how the
how our
stone
stone
sense
stuff
works.
works.
It's
So
not.
you don't.
Nope.
So you don't have stone senses, or it works differently than that.
It's not like echolocation. All right. It's different.
Oh.
I believe you,
ooh.
Erland.
I think Erlen would know about it. Well, that is definitely
Sometimes.
true.
It's gotten a lot weaker since moving
Oh.
topside.
So there are stone senses. Oh,
It's
I thought
gotten
it
a
was
lot
the stone
weaker
senses.
since moving topside, but from how I remember it, it's not like how your book says. I'm just sharing more knowledge.
And it doesn't work like echolocation, so
No. I have a. I don't. It's strange. It's like I don't do breathing. I just breathe. You know. Yes. It's like I feel connections between things, routes, like I can hear it calling me in a direction.
So you're
And
saying that the minds call to you?
God.
in a way,
I
in a
think he
way,
deserves inspiration.
I also agree that deserves inspiration.
you think this is a demon.
So, TMs. There we go.
Woo! Woo, I'll take it though. Woo.
Are you saying you yearn for the mines?
Okay,
it helps. Yeah. Yes. It's like having a connection to the land that you're surrounded by. It's everywhere. So it's all connected. It helps you navigate. It helps you sense lyrium in a way, yeah. It helps you find lyrium deposits. You can hear it. It's loud. Yeah. It's what is he asking me? Sorry, that was vague. It's like the song of the stone, in a way. Like some kind of uh, frequency. I don't know. I'm more in tune to it. I can hear it. It's just faint because I haven't been underground in a while. They say you lose your connection if you head topside. That's a whole other question.
Ooh.
Yeah. It and it helps too. Like it just lets you know you can kind of feel and you can feel and intuit things about the stone. It makes you like the one part they did get right is that it helps you know just like the make of something, the age of something. It helps you kind of track changes over time. You can tell how weathered it is. Yeah. But all things considered, it'd probably just be about hunting down some castless who pissed off the wrong guy. Your book sounds interesting, at least. Sympathy's hard to come by, but I mean, I was stuck in a crime syndicate, I guess. So best I could hope for is solidarity between people in similarly shitty situations. We're getting off topic, whatever. I don't know. I hope the embassy doesn't. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they're still trading in bodies. I wouldn't be surprised to find folk from that group. So it's a good thing I don't look too much like I used to. I'm Baron, remember? So. Do a good job not letting it get to you. I just can't stand it. Y'all don't deserve that. Yeah, well, some of us are born unlucky, right?
Alright. To my understanding, there are currently two groups. There's one doing a bit of scouting, and the other is investigating the crime scene.
Yes.
The crime scene is currently Indra Shepherd and there's one other person I'm not remembering.
Oh, I'm
Sarah.
with them.
And you,
It was
Yeah.
Sarah.
Andy.
Wow.
Toxic.
Yeah, I mean, I was formulating a way of like leaning into it without actually sounding shitty about
But,
it.
like,
It's hard to
cat
do that. It's
women.
hard to lean into a joke about you being sexist without sounding like an asshole.
It's I'm told
I've been told they're not jokes.
I've been told I was put on the list.
Wow.
so
They sounded like they're having a really good
so
They seem to really be enjoying themselves as a Kunari, telling people they were less than human. Almost like the role was made for them.
Oh my god.
This ain't even casual racism, it's ranked competitive.
So it is currently Indra, Saradwin, and Shepard, and then the other half of the group is going with Asan. I'm gonna start with the crime scene. As my father's dying in the background.
Go
Go.
check on him, Jesus.
Careful, Brandy. That's
He's
the only
fine.
one you got.
No, he's fine.
Wow.
Wow.
Wild.
Man, what's in the water today? We are just all
Giggling.
little chuckle fucks, I would say.
So, you guys are pointed in the direction of the crime scene, and it is a fucking disaster. The brickwork and the cobble of the street is wrecked. It looks like... It kind of looks like how when you guys fought a dragon. There is just destruction at every single point. An entire side of a warehouse is just gone. The stonework, there are small craters in, and you can actively see blood stains everywhere. At the crime scene, you guys see two people. They're wearing matching robes, and in their hand seems to be an incandescent fire that is produced from nothing. You can hear them speaking amongst each other, jotting down details, making theories on what could have happened, and every single one of them ranges from fantastical to kind of mundane, but none of them really add up fully. But they do seem to be on the watch out, and when you guys are kind of just like looking off in the distance, gauging this, anybody who does try to like pass by or gawk at the crime scene, they just kind of shoo them away, and at worst they just actively shove out of the way and tell them to fuck off. What would you all like to do?
Alright, so we gotta get rid of those guys.
Did like how many people would you say are here?
Two.
Like 2. Okay. And like can we tell what race they are?
They're human.
Or okay.
Indra looks around. Is this kind of like like a darker, like more closed off area?
Yeah. It has enough room for like two wagons side, or not wagons, sorry, wheelbarrows like side by side. But like it would be scraping against the walls.
But it's like decimated.
It's absolutely fucking destroyed, yeah.
Could just kill him. Dump the bodies in the river.
We haven't
Might be
even
able to just
spent
get
one
them to
entire
leave.
day here.
Okay.
Erland!
Okay, Erland. Go talk to them.
What do I try to do? Sell them something? I mean,
I don't know.
we gotta get them away from the crime scene. Do we try to make some kind of distraction, get them to move somewhere else?
This is fucked up. Should we say that our elf escaped?
I can run.
Oh.
My sisters chased me through the woods.
Oh, I was
I
gonna
can
say,
run
I'm
very
used to
fast.
being prey.
Are you okay with that?
I can turn into any animal on this. That's a lie. But any animal that can fit in a pocket or anything.
Can you turn into something big?
Yes,
What if you turn
but
into?
why would I?
What if you turn
I
into a
could turn-
fish?
There's no
Right.
water
Yeah,
here.
no.
Looks at the fucking docks.
Yeah. Hold on. Sorry. We'll mark the spot where you guys are and where the Kunari have been.
I don't know why I assumed like the murder site was like way further inland.
It is a little bit. Let me just like mark this stuff really quickly. So the Kunari are about here. The murder site that you've been brought to is about here. And then the house that you guys were pointed at to that was like free for the taking essentially was like all the way around here. And feel free to like write on the map if you guys want to like make marks.
It's not far from view of the docks themselves.
The murder site, like farther
that's-
away-ish, but it's
Yeah.
not like, you know.
Yeah, because it's not like they would really hear if someone at the docks was like shouting for them.
Yeah.
Mm. I don't think being a fish would help out. But I mean, do you
No.
think you could turn into something big enough to make cause damage like that? He
I can
says
be
pointing.
a runaway horse.
He says pointing at like the craters and things everywhere. Because we can, I don't know, maybe we can try to pretend like a repeat attack is happening.
Your horse got loose and it's running rampant through the city.
There's a horse.
It's,
Loose.
Loose
would a
in the
horse
hospital.
really be? Would a horse really be able to do all this?
Yes.
No.
Bull.
Horses
Not
can
like
really
this.
do things that you don't expect them to, like use an elevator.
Sorry, Ilaria just said that we
What?
should turn you into a bull.
I was
Gloria's in the other
somebody
way.
off in the ether.
He just like, points to his earring.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh.
Guys.
You're not too far.
Where would anyone get a bull here?
That's why it would make it such a commotion. They were definitely wanting you in here.
There's a bull loose in Naraminian.
What?
We
How is
kinda
there
lost
a
our
bull in
best
the China
actors.
shop?
We kind of lost our best actors here, so kind of really have
Apparently,
to
you
be
lost your
creative.
brain cells too.
Hey, I can talk to
Wow.
people when I want to.
Yeah, but do you want to talk to those guys?
Not really, I'd rather just beat them up.
Exactly.
All right, something big and noisy.
Hold on. Okay, so, because you need
I have another idea as well.
What's
Oh,
up?
Shepard.
what?
We could pretend to be higher ranking detectives than them.
They're gonna believe us. Do we have like a fake? We'd have to have like a fake badge or something. I don't know how they notify or mark rank around here.
That's a good point. What we could do is say we're inspecting something. Shepard pulls out his fireman's hat. We could look to
Oh
see
my
if we're here.
God.
To check what caused the fire.
Andrew just
Why
kind
do
of
you
like places his
have
hand on the fireman's hat and just slowly pushes it down.
Why do
Alright,
you
not this time.
have
Not this
that?
time. Okay.
Plan. How about that's plan C? So
Alright,
if the other two don't work out, you could always just swoop in and be a fireman.
Got it. All right. I'll be ready.
Shepard gets into position. I just imagine him squatting in the corner.
He's just waiting, like, come on, A and B fail, A and B fail.
Shepard is currently like rubbing his hands together, just waiting.
Oh
He's like that one
no.
meme.
Indra and Erland are the smartest people here, and they've killed so many people.
May I have a suggestion through the earpiece?
Uh-huh.
Indra, you've been what's that little weird smutty novel you've been talking about the last 5 minutes that I've
It's
been
a
muting you?
detective thriller!
Yeah. Why don't you, in your charming, enthusiastic self, go up to the guards and ask them all the questions about Hardin Hightown, assuming that Neriminian is just like the Free Marches. Huh? Fanboy?
Bring up his book like he's an expert on detective work now.
Like
Yes.
I'm a fan of some
Use
sort.
use what you know from the book to pretend to be a detective.
Pretend to be a detective.
So they see you as an idiot while the others go do their thing.
Can I just pretend to be drunk?
You could. I have an entire jug of.
I said pretend.
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Okay, I'm the horse. You're riding a horse drunk, and you are causing a scene.
Do we want him to get arrested? No.
He'll go to pull you over for DUI.
I'm so sorry. All of my
I don't-
faith left the window as soon as Renee said, "Okay, hear me out. I'm a horse."
Bro really wants to become a horse.
Well,
Is this like a very like pop? So like the area that we're in right now, is this like a place where people like live?
Give me a perception check.
All right. Get an idea of like how populated this spot is. Not so much of an idea.
Honestly, through the rain and it's getting dark and there's a lot of like machinery, like pretty populated enough for like people to kind of like be coming in and out and like glancing, but you
Lot of
think it's
witnesses.
not like the city center or anything, right? Like most of the populated areas would be like around here, and this is mostly just for like storage, mechanical work, but you don't know if there's like a commotion
Just
around this.
Yeah, and he's just like, it's like, okay, well, might have a little too many eyes on us. Maybe we can make that drunk plan work. Here, I'm quick, and I have my hammer. This can cause a good bit of property damage. Let's say I'm a drunkard who's in an alleyway and I'm swinging all wildly because I'm trying to catch like a mouse or something, right? Or some rat on the street, right? And I'm causing the big commotion and I'm luring them towards me, and when they try to, arrest me, I just bolt off. Just run away. Do we think that'd work? I don't want them seeing my
Sure.
face. The problem is I'm
Get a
supposed to
cloak?
be this. I hide, right? I don't want them to see my face. It's just, again, we worked on these alternate identities, and it hasn't even been a day.
Okay, Indra, like, takes off his helmet and gives it to you.
Oh. It's a few sizes too big.
Okay.
I don't know, it's something.
It is something. 'Cause the main thing is, I understand your horse plan, Sarah, but
Horse
If-
crap.
if you get caught out and they see that you were casting magic, we'll be in a heap of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So okay. Want to try my idea?
All right.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. I'll just try to make myself look not like me again. Have like the helmet on, put on like his dark cloak, and he'll have his he'll kind of like go into like a nearby alley, like kind of like sneak past like within earshot of these guys, and he'll just start kind of pouring the jug out a bit so that there's beer on like the street, especially like leading up to him, right? Kind of make it a bit more slippery or anything, or just like to make it more obvious and make it smell like a lot of that's been going on. I have 4 gallons of beer in this fucking thing.
They just think
Jesus
you're pissing.
Yeah, right. That too, exactly. Kind of like helps sell the idea. And he's just like with the earrings. And he's like, "All right, I'm in position, so I'll start making a lot of noise, and y'all just swoop in and try to get a layout of everything you can. All right, try to see what's causing the damage. If there's any if it was like a magical thing or some kind of demon or whatever it was that did this whole attack. Right? Just we're only gonna have so much time, so we gotta work quick." He'll
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
yeah, so he'll take out his warhammer, right? This thing does double damage to structures.
Oh god.
Yep, structures and objects.
So any kind of like nearby like little crates, right? Or like little like random bits of garbage on the street, or even just trash cans, right?
Mhm.
There's a lot of trash around like this kind of dirtier part, maybe industry, all that, right? He's just gonna start like, you get back here, swing, just like crash into something.
Make a deception check.
Decept.
Oh,
Precision reroll.
precision reroll.
15. Okay. One of the Dementor cops just kind of like pats his like buddy on the side. Hey, sir, you can't be doing that. Hey, get away from that.
Get you little bastard.
Hey, this is an active
He's
crime
like-
scene, and they like start
like-
like walking over to you.
Happen and like bashing into a couple things, little like swaying back and forth. Hey, wait, where'd you go? Ah, damn it, little rat.
They start getting after
Swing.
you.
He's like, hey, who are y'all?
Sir, you need to leave. This area is locked down. We're trying to discover a murder suspect over here.
I know my rats. Stop accosting me.
Sir,
I
please
love
calm
that.
down.
I'm being harassed. Get away from me.
He starts filming. Sir, you're not under arrest. We just want you to leave. Just go down to some tavern down by the Dwarven Embassy. They'll take you right in.
Oh, why did you say that?
I'm just trying to get them away from this fucking place.
He like sits there for a second, right, as he has their attention, and he like kind of leans up against the wall for a bit, and he's like taking a swig of his jug. Just 1 second here. As he kind of like leans to his side and kind of feigns as if he's pissing on the ground, but he's just pouring the jug.
No.
He's just pouring the jug on the ground. just one second
Oh,
here.
you have a lot in there. Shepard, Saradwin, Brandy's here as well.
No, Brandy went with Hassan.
Okay, gotcha. So Shepard, Saradwin, and Indra, please make a stealth check with advantage. And Indra just
Okay,
rolls
Mr. Clunky
straight, baby.
What happened? What are we doing?
Yeah,
Let's
you
go
were investigating the
straight
crime
Indra.
scene, and you're trying to stealth in. So
Oh,
give me a stealth,
okay.
stealth check with advantage.
Awesome.
You know what?
Cool.
Not bad for Indra.
Okay.
He rolled
okay,
a 10.
Shepard.
Stealth
Okay.
check. Stealth
You could give
check.
your natural 20s. Oh wait, no, it's a modded.
18.
Well, that's
18? Okay. You have to like shush Indra a couple of times as like you're sneaking by. I'm sorry.
clink, clank, clink.
Clank, 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 clank. Shut up!
Shut up, clanker.
Making that noise. No, she's also wearing armor.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Why are you wearing the... Okay,
give
makes sense.
me either investigation, survival, or perception checks to try and discern whatever the fuck happened here.
Does Indra sense anything with his... Well, actually, I don't even know if he has divine sense anymore.
His Templar senses.
Oh,
He's harder
that's a
than
good
Hightower
question.
Would you like to?
The
Indra?
nose knows.
Yeah, I'll do divine sense here.
Okay. Then I'll say you can do one of those checks with advantage, and you will be getting extra information. Kind of regardless
Okay,
of
sick.
if you meet the DC.
So you can roll perception or investigation?
Perception, investigation, or survival.
Cool. 21.
21. We have a 11 from Shepard.
I got 11 as
21
well.
weapon.
I got 11 as well.
Perception and survival or investigation. It's all the same, isn't it?
What's up?
I was asking you which
Oh,
one.
for perception.
Perception,
Yeah,
perception,
I-
and. Sorry.
What did you roll, Sardwin?
21.
For like perception, survival, or investigation.
Perception.
Okay.
Perception. So all of you did perception.
Yeah.
Okay.
No one cares about
Wait.
intelligence here.
Wisdom
intelligence
characters
is
through and
0.
through.
My intelligence is 0.
So I'm going to start with Sarad. Sarad, you're looking around and nothing humanoid can do this. Not even like a beast that can go unseen. You notice every single one of these craters they're not made in the way that, like, they're not made in the way of something exploding. It's more of an impact.
Wow.
The dirt is trampled inward. The gashes in the dirt seem more like swings, like as if Erlen swung his hammer at something. And even the warehouse that is next to you, everything that's gone seems more ripped apart rather than exploded. Shepard. It's a bit hard to really notice anything. It looks like a wild animal tracked through here. Indra. You get something similar to Shepard, but you know that there are the very faintest hints of mana in the air. And you've been told that this crime scene is weeks old, and it's still here. Whatever was here was magical and powerful, but it did not use spell work. There are no scorch marks. There is no signs of fire. There isn't even the damage that severe snap freeze could make. Whatever was here was magical and physically powerful. And it vanished without a trace, except for this crime scene.
Do you think they summoned something?
Maybe. I'm getting hints of mana tracings. The the Cerebus was here for sure, but something else. Something worse.
Worse as in more powerful?
Worse as in I have
Or-
no idea how to classify this thing. I hope to God it's not a demon.
Sometimes mages can become powerful enough to or elemental.
Yeah, let's hope we're not dealing with that.
Have you ever got a reading like this before, Indra?
Have I?
Yeah, have you ever?
No, I'm asking.
Sorry, I thought you were not sure what I asked. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Indra.
Yeah.
I'd say a history with advantage.
Okay.
Or an arcana with advantage, your choice.
That's a natural 20.
That's a natural 20.
Goddamn.
You've gotten similar.
Okay.
You would know that if it was a demon, it would fade, the presence would fade a lot quicker. They are creatures of pure magic.
Okay. So
And
it's not a demon. It's a creature that is already magical, already rooted in this plane of existence. Which narrows it down to about 100 or so monsters, but, you know. There any witnesses in the area?
Guess we could find out. My people had mentioned something about fishermen might know.
Alright. Let's go talk to them.
Meanwhile, Erlin's just like really trying his best to like keep these guys occupied, right? He does his fake pissing trick, right?
So
And then like
do
he
you-
kind
do
of
you
like
have any family we could speak to? Perhaps someone
He,
that
like,
been
cares?
pissing for quite
he
some
like
time.
he like falls to the ground for a bit after like his comically long piss. He's like, oh, I'm so disgusted. I don't have much family anymore. She left me, man. I just felt so ugly. I just been wearing this dumbass helmet I found off the ground because I don't want anyone to see my face anymore.
I'm sure you're beautiful underneath.
Hang on, hold on. Make a performance check with
Fuck.
advantage, please.
Oh, God.
Fuck, that's good.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's
Who?
Wait, what did he roll? I didn't see it.
Not
you didn't
yet.
make it yet.
Oh, God.
An 11.
I mean, that's
I-
a
One
success,
success.
right? Not a good one, but
just like one of the guards is just like looking at the others. I really don't want to deal with this.
we don't get paid
No,
enough for this.
he's so sad and pathetic. Look at him.
That's why I don't want to deal with it.
He has nobody
Erlen-
else.
Erlin's like, man, I just wish I had more time with her. But it's like I'm out of time. Out of time.
Aw.
As he's like kind of like pinging on the earring. Out of time. Out of time.
Like he's trying to communicate.
Yes.
Yeah, like he's trying to communicate with
Like
us.
he's signaling.
Oh, right. Should we go get him?
Yeah.
Shepard, can you just like do a drive-by and pick him up?
Yeah, I can.
And like as Shepard walks away, do you know him?
This belongs to me, sorry. And like picks up Erlin and walks
Oh.
away.
That must have been the beautiful woman that he was talking about.
Oh, I see.
He likes them tall.
And gray. Wait
Wait,
a
are
minute,
you
and then
all
they're gone
alive?
in the mist.
God.
Jesus fucking
Hassan
Was
and
she gray or really just colorblind?
It's raining, you know. Like,
She's
it's kind of
colorblind that she
dark.
herself has turned gray.
yeah, that's why I'm so white, you guys. I'm colorblind.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jesus. I need a second.
Makes sense to me, Alec.
What are you
I
guys
need
trying
a
to say?
second. I need a
Erlin's
second.
like getting
please.
carried, and he's like, "I hope y'all found out something good."
Yeah, it was like a giant
Nothing.
monster that was summoned here.
All right, well, that's a good lead at least.
Asana and
Oh,
Nalaria.
yeah, okay.
And Brandy, right?
And
Brandy.
Brandy.
Yeah,
And Randy.
Yeah. And Brandy.
she's my granddaughter.
And
We're,
Brandy.
yeah.
And Brandy. You all walk the dark streets of Tevinter. You notice as it gets later and later, less and less people are out. It's a little bit more quiet, the darker, eerie. There's still a few guards every once in a while. The street lamps stay on. Asan, you notice it's a very simple incantation, but you kind of have to admit that it's pretty brilliant with how they enchanted every single street light to stay on throughout the night.
Mm-hmm.
You could, like, very much copy it with, like, your own knowledge of the arcane, but to do this for an entire city is rather impressive.
It's just the amount of effort that they put
Yeah.
in, not how difficult the spell is.
Yeah, but it is, like, the ingenuity and the effort that, like, is impressive to you, not the actual, like, arcane. But as you walk, please, everybody give me deception or performance checks.
Deception or
Which one am I-
performance?
Okay. Oh, fuck it. God damn it.
And could you guys, ping, where on the map, like, you're in the general direction?
You said we have like 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
So could we do like essentially a circuit of the sewers near all the circles? Do we have enough time for that?
Oh.
That is a lot of walking. How about this?
You don't need to say yes. I'm just asking. Is that like something that's possible in 4 hours?
We'll decide it based on the roll, okay?
Okay.
So let's do perception with advantage for Seer and Azarat.
Which is just a flat d20 twice.
And then I would like investigation from Alaria.
Question, actually.
Got it.
Weird question. Could I use Saving Face to boost this by 2 and get a
believe
16?
that only applies to you.
It does, but it's a familiar, so I'm just curious. That's all.
I'll allow
Normally-
it
When
once.
did I pop up?
You'll allow it once?
I'll
Okay.
allow it once.
So that's a 16 by Siren.
E15 investigation, and Saradwin, perception or survival or whatever you want.
Me?
Yeah, perception, survival,
mean Brandy?
investigation. Oh, sorry, Brandy. Jesus Christ.
Wrong lesbian.
My
Wrong
bad. They
lesbian.
all women look the same to me. I'm Indra. I'm
That is so
sexist. Hey.
So you said perception, survival, or investigation?
Yeah.
Okay.
So gay, he's misogynistic.
Yep, that's how they did it in ancient Greece. Okay. Damn. All right. With those rolls, I'd say you get like about that way before you just kind of like lose the scent altogether and like any clues. What you do discover though, Asan, from here, the scent is incredibly strong around the circle as well as the Naraminian Tower, and then dies off kind of like past those two. You
Okay.
also discover, based on the investigation and the survival checks, that from like basic just like overhearing or just kind of like stopping by to listen in on the guards speak, the murders that have been committed have essentially been around this area.
Okay.
So, like, in all of this section, like, not fairly frequently, but frequently enough with the same MO and that you've gotten from, like, over the earring from the rest of the group that completely destroyed something very non-human, something magical, something destructive and powerful, committed these murders. It has been... let me check the exact ones, the exact timetable on this, but it was... I think, like, one every 3 weeks, Ricky, right?
It was like 1 to... Yeah, it would be that.
Yeah, over the course of the past 6 months, yeah, about like one and a half murders per month. It rounds out weird, but around like 8 people have been murdered so far. You find out that they don't really have anything in common, except for where it happened.
Okay. Interesting.
After
I don't hear any of this because I'm blind and deaf.
Yeah,
but I'm sure my
yeah,
teammates
yeah, no,
fill me in.
Yeah, they'll, yeah.
We what?
That's Indra's job.
I hate you.
Yeah, after that, like, that is, like, all the information you can get, before, like, it gets way too dark. Like, the street lamps do their best. It gets so dark and foggy and quiet that you start to feel, like, a little caution build up. I think, Brandy, you're good to keep going. Asana and Ilaria kind of, like, feel it in their bones that, now we have to, like, get the fuck out right now. Because, like, just...
Yeah, we should leave,
something
right?
is wrong. And you don't know if it's the city or if something else is going on. But yeah, if you guys want any, for any, like, me to, qualify anything for you, or, like, be more specific about something, let me know. But that's all the information you can gather at this time.
I know there's, like, general hubbub.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Hubbub.
get the feeling that hubbub. I don't get the feeling that we're being followed.
Give me a perception check.
I see with my little geriatric eyes.
Mm-hmm.
A modded 20.
Mono 20,
That was
no
perception.
one is following you. You haven't really caused a commotion. You notice a few guards look over your way, to make sure that the elf is behaving. Other than that, you're fine.
The elf is behaving.
He's
Where
with
do
us
you...
on a stroll.
Yeah. Do you head back, or do you continue your search?
I mean, this is my vote. People can vote otherwise. I vote that we just, reach out on the earpieces and see if we can all meet up at, like, some hole in the wall tavern or something, where it's a piece of shit place, but no one's gonna ask any questions.
Okay,
If people can find that.
I'd say Ilaria, Erland, and Indra would know from, like, being in cities that, like, probably your best bet where nobody cares who you are would be, like, the slum district.
Yeah.
Specifically, like, the intersection between the slums and the
Between that and the
dockyard.
docks.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a rowdy tavern full of like seafarers,
Yeah. Where they're
Some
either too
seedy
drunk, too
stuff.
passed out to care about you being elves, or you can just kind of, like, sneak in and they won't really notice because they can't tell the fucking difference. Or just, like, a literal hole in the wall where people sometimes serve food.
She's gonna turn to Brandy, her crotchety old woman voice, kind of activating the earpiece at the same time. Brandy's feeling a little thirsty. Could you take us to that little tavern you like, the one by the dock where you see your girl? Nudge.
Yes, Grandma. Let's go. As Brandy has no performing ability whatsoever.
Aw. Yes, grandmother, I will take
Yes.
you there now. Onwards, comrades. I mean, slave.
I mean, slave.
Hassan is deaf. He is not hearing that. To the slums.
To the slums.
As we make our way towards.
Now there were men.
We can do anything. Other
Other
men.
men.
Another men.
I changed my underwear.
Another men.
Okay. You guys find yourselves at the Whammy. It is called
Oh,
that
wow.
because as soon as you get close to it,
Oh,
a man
whammy.
goes flying through a window, and then just kind of like, and then just walks it off.
Just another guy pokes his head out through the window. Hey, where are you going? We're not fucking done.
We're done when I say we're done.
Oh man, I was having fun.
Yeah, me too. But I got work in the morning.
Oh damn it.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
The
6
missus wants
o'clock
me
shoot
back.
again.
Same time tomorrow.
Yeah, same time tomorrow.
And they just flip each other off.
You just
Seem like
witnessed
great
best
friends.
friends.
That's real. That's real friendship.
That is
Shepard
real
knows
friendship.
his best friend headbutted him so hard he bled.
See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
And
Go fuck
as
yourself. Yeah.
and as you guys congregate under the cover of night, that's where we'll leave off this session.
Hell yeah.